Hello, world, and welcome to the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show here on this Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. This is a show where we discuss news from different news sources on the internet, discuss them in a common sense way, trying to bring the left and the right a little bit more together on a lot of issues because they seem to be growing further and further apart. You can email in to commonsenseman@gmail.com. That's common with a K. Or call in. Call in on my Skype channel. You don't have to have Skype. Call in. Let's do a live discussion. 805-994-0606. Starting the news today, we're going to start with Fox News, and their main headline on the internet, their internet channel here, is so many questions. There's a picture of a young lady, Molly Tibbetts. She's been missing in Iowa, and there's a big story on that. And my prayers go out to her family and stuff. Hope they find her. Hope she comes up. But my question is, why is that top news on Fox News? Why is that top news? I'm just curious because there's kids going missing all the time. I see flyers around here, things coming up on Facebook, kids missing, just down the road here, 20 minutes. But yeah, I don't see that as top news on Fox. I'm just curious why this one was. Maybe I'm missing something, but I hope they do find her. I hope she shows up safely. Moving on from that, we're moving over to CNN. Here's my top news thing: is a 20-year grudge. I don't know if you've heard about this one. The man, his mother went to surgery 20 years ago and died under the knife, and then 20 years later, this guy tracked down the surgeon cardiologist, followed him on his bike, then rode past him by a construction site, then popped him. There you go, 20-year grudge. Crazy, 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 crazy. Moving over to CNBC, China. China says it will retaliate against the tariffs to defend the nation's dignity. Getting back to all this tariff talk. U.S. Again, with that new policy on $200 billion in merchandise there from China will be tariffs. So this is their retaliation. We'll see what happens. Again, for every action there is a reaction. So is this a good thing that we did? I don't know. We'll see. It sounds good to everybody that's a Trump supporter, and I hope it's good for the U.S. because that's the main thing. Is if it's good for the U.S., I'm all aboard. Even though, President Trump is a kind of a prick, and he's definitely not a leader. Definitely not a leader. Moving over to USA Today, their top news, and this is where Trump. You want to make America better again? This is where you need to be focusing instead of focusing on some of the other bullshit. VA staff plea in D.C. end incompetence, fix worsening conditions at D.C. Hospital in D.C. Excuse me, that was hard to say. Anyways, this place is just run down. Even though officials went through it last year, it's still run down with infections going up, all kinds of bad stuff going on. This is where you got to help the veterans, make America better again, Mr. Trump. Don't focus on this kind of stuff. I don't see any talk on this. This seems to be important. Everybody supports veterans. I don't care whether you're Democratic or Republican or communist or socialist. Everybody I know supports veterans, and I know a lot of people. So get on this one, Mr. Trump. Make America better again. Make their VA hospitals top notch. They should be top notch. That's where the money should be going. Okay, going to the BBC. The Pope changes his teaching on death penalty, saying that there's no more use for the death penalty in the Catholic way. It's inadmissible. So now they used to kind of justify it in certain cases, but now saying negative on the death penalty. So we'll see how that is. Sorry, my speech is impaired today. I don't know why. It must be too early. Moving over to ESPN sports news. Urban Meyer from Ohio State is on suspension for something that happened 2 or 3 years ago that he may have been aware of. I don't know the details of it. It's just a bunch of blah, blah, blah stuff again. I mean, is it true or not? Who knows? But anyways, it's top news, and of course that's going to screw up his life, and hopefully he's, wasn't involved in that. But again, that's the top news. That's what ESPN comes up with. That's the top news. Whatever. I'm over it. Going over to the T to the M to the Z, my favorite entertainment news. Tyson Beckford firing back at Kim Kardashian. These muscles look gay to you, Kim? And he's sitting there flexing up. He's a stud. He's a dude's ripped. But just because you're ripped and muscly doesn't mean you're gay, because I think there's a significant amount of muscular gay men out there. So I don't know if that might backfire there, Tyson. But anyways, that's his retaliation to Kim Kardashian. Then there's other pictures on there for all you ladies. Jack Osborne allegedly punched ex's new BF right in the dome, right in the head. Jack Osborne, really? That's second news on TMZ. Jack Osborne. I'm assuming that's the son of Ozzy Osbourne. I don't even. Really? That's news? Oh shit! That's desperate. That's desperate. To think that guy even gets like paparazzis and people even following him is. You guys are desperate out there. Sorry about that. Moving over to travel leisure. If you're a big Anthony Bourdain fan, Parts Unknown episodes will air this. The final Parts Unknown episodes will air this fall with a couple new episodes, but only one will have his writing and narration. That'd be the Kenya one, his trip to Kenya. So all you Anthony Bourdain fans, there you go. Okay, that's going to end it for today. I do have a little Facebook thing today. It's old news. Remember, I was gone for 3 weeks. But it has two newspapers from the Wall Street Journal with the same picture of President Trump shaking hands. I can't tell who that is. I don't know if it's the president of Mexico or something. I'm not sure. Shaking hands. And the quote below that's part of the thing, says same exact newspaper, same exact date, sold in different areas depending on the level of political parties in that area. This is a clear case of the media training your brain, people. Open your eyes before it's too late. And what they mean is they look almost the same, except there's different quotes. On the left says Trump softens his tone, and on the right says Trump talks tough on wall. Same picture of Trump shaking the hands, and I can't just tell who that is. I should have, and it's just too hard to read. But anyways, there you go. That's how media screws with us. That's going to end for today on this Thirsty Thursday. Go out and have a drink with your coworkers tonight. Happy hour, have a couple cocktails if that's what you do. Subscribe to my channel, the Common Sense Man's News and Talk Show. Call in. That's the point here. We need to call in and get some verbal stuff, get some conversation going here, getting some debates going here on a lot of these subjects. But that's going to end it today. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you on Friday.